Have you ever been punished not for doing something wrong, but for doing something too well? Maybe you were working hard, showing your skills, trying to prove your worth, and suddenly, your boss or mentor started acting cold. They stopped helping you, maybe even pushed you out. It feels unfair, right? Well, Robert Greene, author of the 48 Laws of Power, would say you just broke Law 1. Never outshine the master. Sounds strange? Today on Sabanova, we're diving deep into this powerful rule. Why being too smart, too talented, or too confident around the wrong person can destroy your opportunities. This isn't about playing dumb. It's about playing smart. Let's decode the psychology behind Law 1 and how you can protect your ambition without making enemies. What does never outshine the master really mean? Let's keep it simple. This law means don't make your boss, leader, mentor, or any person in power feel like you're better than them. Even if you are, even if you're faster, smarter, or more talented, don't show it. Because here's the ugly truth. Powerful people are often insecure. They might have authority, but they also have ego. If you challenge their pride, even accidentally, they will see you as a threat. And guess what people do to threats? They remove them. Imagine this. You're the CEO of a company that you've worked hard to get there. Everyone respects you. But suddenly, a young intern walks in, full of energy, with brilliant ideas. People start noticing the intern more than you. How would you feel? Even if you're confident, there's a small voice in your head saying, what if they like him more? What if he replaces me? What if I lose my spotlight? That's human nature. Powerful people want to feel powerful, that if you make them feel small, even by accident, they will push back hard. Let's bring this law to life with a true story Robert Greene shares in his book. Nicolas Fouquet was the finance minister for King Louis XIV of France in the 1600s. Fouquet was rich, smart, and charming that he wanted to impress the king. So he threw the biggest, most luxurious party France had ever seen at his own palace. The party was full of music, poetry, wine, and fireworks, all to honor the king. Sounds respectful, right? Wrong. King Louis XIV didn't feel honored. He felt overshadowed. Fouquet looked like he was trying to show off, like he was richer and more powerful than the king. What happened next? Just days later, the king had Fouquet arrested and locked away for life. Moral of the story, even if your intentions are good, never make the person above you feel insecure. Let's talk about everyday situations where people break this law without even knowing it. Point 1. Correcting your boss in public you might be right. You might have good intentions, but if you embarrass your boss in front of others, they'll never forget it. Point 2. Always taking the credit. You complete a project, and it's amazing, but your manager feels like you're the star, not them. They start to feel threatened, and suddenly you're being excluded. Point 3. Dressing better, talking smarter, acting bolder. It's great to be confident. But if the person in charge feels like you're the new leader, they'll react badly. How to follow Law 1 without dimming your light. Now, here's the important part. Following this law doesn't mean you have to act stupid or hide your brilliance. It means you need to be strategic. Now let's look at 5 smart ways to follow well. 1. Let them shine first. If you're in a meeting and you have a great idea, try this.
This connects well with what's said earlier.
This way, you build on their authority instead of competing with it. They feel respected, and you still get credit. 2. Use humility as a weapon. People love talent wrapped in humility. That if you're clearly smart, but you say things like,
I'm still learning. I really admire how you handled that.
3. Make the master feel needed. Even if you don't need help, ask for it sometimes. Say,
What would you do in this situation? I value your experience here.
This gives them emotional power, and they'll want to support you more. 4. Give them the spotlight. In front of others, praise them.
None of this would have been possible without your leader.
This builds loyalty. They'll feel respected, not challenged. 5. Save your genius for the right time. If you're brilliant, save it for when it matters most. Use your best moves when you're in charge or when no one feels threatened. Timing is power. If this video helped you, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, share this with someone who needs to hear it. This is Sabanova, where your mind meets your heart.